Gaming offers entertainment, but behind the fun lies a dark side. From addiction and mental health struggles to physical injuries, gaming isn't always harmless. Microtransactions and gambling mechanics prey on players, while toxic online communities spread harassment and abuse. In this video, we're diving into these hidden dangers and exploring how they affect millions of gamers worldwide. It's not just about playing too much. It's when gaming starts taking over your life. Picture this. You spend hours glued to the screen, losing track of time, while your relationships, school, or job start to fall behind. Games are designed to keep you hooked, with rewards, leveling up, and constant action. That feeling of excitement from completing a mission or winning a match can be tough to resist, especially when real life doesn't feel as thrilling. But this addiction can have serious consequences. It leads to neglected responsibilities and poor physical health. Mentally, the need to escape reality can lead to depression, anxiety, and isolation. And it's not just kids dealing with this. Adults are facing the same pressures too. The fall of Ethan. Ethan loved gaming. It started as a fun way to unwind after work. What began with a couple of hours a day stretched into late-night gaming sessions, skipping meals, and ignoring his friends and family. Before he knew it, Ethan was playing up to 10 hours a day, neglecting his job, his health, and his relationships. He was always tired, his back hurt, and his eyes burned from the screen. But what really hurt was his mental state. He felt disconnected from the real world. The game was the only place where he felt good about himself. One day, it all fell apart. He lost his job, his friends stopped calling, and his family gave up. Ethan realized the game, which had once been a hobby, had destroyed his life. The edge of addiction. Jake Carson lived for Counter-Strike, not just for the competitive matches or the thrill of clutching a round, but for the skins. Knives weren't just cosmetics. They were a flex, a sign that you made it. When you pulled out a karambit or a butterfly knife, people noticed. It wasn't about the advantage, it was about respect. And Jake wanted that respect. At first, he kept it small, a few loot boxes here and there. The odds were low, ridiculously low, but that just made the gamble more exciting. Just one more, he told himself, watching the case spin, hoping for that golden glow that meant he had finally unboxed a knife. But every time, it was disappointment. A rusty MAC-10, a boring pistol skin. Trash, over and over. He deposited another $20, then $50, then $100. He told himself it was fine. He'd just skip eating out for a week. Then came the night he went all in. He was watching a streamer who unboxed a rare butterfly knife right before his eyes. The chat exploded with excitement. The guy screamed. Jake felt it in his bones. That could be me. Heart pounding, he emptied his savings into the case opening site. $500. A single click, a single spin, nothing, another, nothing. His hands were shaking now. He pulled out his credit card. Another $1,000. The screen blurred as the spins stacked up. His breathing was shallow, his mind racing. He was due for a win. The house couldn't always win, right? But the house always wins. By the time his balance hit zero, he had nothing to show for it but a virtual inventory full of worthless skins. No knife, no glory. Just regret. Jake leaned back in his chair, staring at the screen in silence. His phone buzzed. His bank. Another message from his landlord. His rent was due in 2 days. For the first time, he realized the game had taken more than just his money. It had taken his time, his focus, his life, and all for a knife that was never meant to be his.